Okay, so I may have done a little bit of progress off camera.
I need to get closer. I'm out of range. It's too far away. I'm out of range. I don't have a target. I need to get closer. It's too far away.
And that's why I skipped some of that off camera, because, well, as you saw,
I'm out of range.
some of those fights are tough and can take a while.
It is fortunate that this elder still slumbers. The size of that spear beside her.
You seem familiar.
We need to keep this area clear for now.
My return was absolutely...
I hope we have brought ourselves enough time to gather reinforcements.
Be careful.
Can I trust you?
The Elder Waking was a threat, certainly, but there is one more mission that I must complete before we depart, lest we lose our only chance to complete it at all. However different the Zakali tribe may be from the Kalashi, they are still dragon slayers. Their implements of war are no less deadly to our kind. I need a spear on par with the one that we saw at the Elder side. Find the largest one that you can and deliver it to me.
My wits are my own.
Target.
This may look
From the mere sight of it fills me with dread.
understandable. This is a weapon with one purpose. Dragon slaying.
It's like the one, spoilers for Game of Thrones. It's like the one that,
I need to get closer.
that was used by the White Walkers when it came to dealing with one of Daenerys' dragons. Where it's like, alright! It was more of a javelin than a spear, but if you've seen the show, you get my point.
I don't have a target.
And if you're like, oh, why'd you spoil that? Because, as I have said before, I was so disappointed with the show's outcome that I no longer care about spoiling Game of Thrones for people, because I feel like I'm sparing them hours of their life
These are trying times.
that I feel like I wasted watching that show. It's like how people felt like they wasted 6 years watching Lost. Or The Sopranos. You know? This guy is a bonus objective, apparently. Okay. Okay, maybe this was a bad idea. I'm just gonna run.
Now, all our preparation and pain will come to fruition. We have the weapon. We have the opportunity. We must not waste it.
Is this said as the general who protected our flight in Outland? Or as a defeated warrior looking for revenge?
They are one and the same. Revenge does wonders in focusing the mind. That is how I protected our people in Outland.
Sure, Sibelian, sure.
You stand before the rightful heir.
Jeradan weapons are vile creations, but they were created for one task, and one task alone.
I will claim my right.
This is the only way forward.
Very well.
No longer can we allow Farak to lie here peacefully, twisting himself with Shadowflame and becoming a threat on par with Deathwing. We must act. Is it dangerous? Yes, but to not do anything would be catastrophic. I've ripped Gron apart with my bare claws before. Those battles were gambles. This one is not. Slaying a proto-dragon with a weapon meant for dragon slaying is obvious. It is logical. It is guaranteed. I will not tremble before an opportunity to end this now.
I am the future of...
Has Farak always been that huge? He looks bigger than when we last fought.
I have killed Gron that would dwarf this gnat twice over.
I believe he is growing more powerful as he absorbs the energy of the caldera.
Then it is imperative to strike now before he grows beyond us. Champion, you have dealt with monsters like this. You know this to be true. And you are?
We cannot ignore this opportunity. I have a perfect shot at the underside of Farak's neck from this angle. It will kill him. The Zakali will retaliate, but you are sufficient at killing Jeradan by now. I measure. Are you ready? And what if your plan fails? It will not. I am certain of its success. Regardless, Farak presents an immediate danger to the Dragonflights and the other peoples of the world. We cannot, in good conscience, merely observe and report. We must act. If you are worried, fear not. We have the high ground. We have cover. Protect my flank, and I will save us from this monster. Fine, let's do this.
My return was absolutely crucial. The Black Dragonflight will never allow another shadow-spawned monstrosity to arise.
A spear? Do you think I am a fool? The Jaradan would gleefully kill me if they could pierce my hide. Sibelian! The worms tempt me to action. The Shadowflame is almost mine. Do not leave the caldera so close. Use the Shadowflame. Yes, yes, my new power. This power is now mine! Rise up from your subjugation, elders of a Jaradan! We cannot hold here. Elder Ikira, do not let that child of Neltharion escape!
Abyssian!
Primalists, Zakali, onward! Purge this cavern, and then the Dragon Isles!
Loam. Tell me of Azeroth.
Great plan, Sibelian.
My
Great
wits are
plan.
my own.
Worked beautifully.
Wisdom guide us.
We're no match.
For Azeroth.
I
Always.
cannot move so long as the spear remains in my side. But we need to follow Farok's trail. Remove it. I can bear the pain it will cause.
The Black Dragon. You must remove it quickly. I need to.
Ipician?
Sibelian, I am sorry.
Hush. Save your strength. It is my turn to tend to your wounds. You cannot just rip their spears out. The barbs hook behind our scales. I can heat the metal to soften the spearhead. Let me gather my strength.
Sibelian, you are injured.
I would give everything I have to save you, brother.
Jaredon's spears are crafted to hook into our scales. Removing it by force would cause untold damage, if you even succeed. It is why I intended to use such a weapon on Farok. Let me help him. Do what you can.
We are not
Please.
bound. This will hurt, but it will also cauterize the wound. That is all I have left. It is done. Remove the spear before it cools, champion. I have not the strength anymore. I've been too long away.
We should both be able to walk. Farok has left a trail of destruction across the cavern. We must help any harmed by him, even if we do nothing to stop him.
Mistakes were made. I am here to correct them.
The Shadowflame has already corrupted Farok irreparably. Every place in Zeralek darkened by his wings has been lit ablaze with Shadowflame. We cannot leave it behind and let it fester. It will need to be extinguished while it is still kindling, lest we allow its corruption to take root. Sibelian and I cannot take to the air in this state. Disperse the flames with your drake. We will follow you below and meet you back at Loam. We have to dragon ride through the Shadowflame.
We must rise above. We must gather our strength, but the Niffin of Loam cannot wait. Take to the skies, champion. We will follow shortly.
Well, okay then.
A swarm of moths is drawing near the central beacon, blocking the light we use to navigate. Mount up and knock them from the skies. By the Titans. There is honor in service.
Titans, forgive us. There will be worse than this to come.
The winds guide you.
Farok must have breathed Shadowflame upon the Niffin on his way out of the cavern. There's too much fire for it to have merely slawed off of him. He did this on purpose. We will save Loam. All of Loam. No more lives will be lost.
You are still injured, civilian, and the town is filled with Farak's Shadowflame. Stay here. Champion, with me. We must save them all. We must help these good people. I will find the strength.
Be smelling you!
Strength of the earth, aid me. I will find the strength. Strength of the earth, aid me. I will find the strength.
Wow.
Brian, please wake up. We've been through worse. I taught you the first rule of hunting was to always come home safely.
Elder, we need to get you out of here.
Wow. Brian is dead. It happened too fast. I couldn't. We need to get out of here.
I will clear the flames from this doorway. Come with me.
I'm not leaving Brian Sauce here. I won't.
I will carry him. Go now, while it is safe.
Brian, you should have sought cover instead of worrying about me. You were so young.
I am so sorry, Elder.
That beast, the one that smelled like death and sulfur. You kill it for Brian Sauce, you hear?
We'll kill him for more than that.
It is good to see you.
Farak will answer for this, I swear.
We must rise above our own conflict before we can...
We did all we could. We will return to help them rebuild, but for now, the people of Loam need time to mourn. Alexstrasza must be informed of what has happened here today. She must be warned of what has been unleashed upon the Dragon Isles. We will meet you at the Seat of the Aspects.
Be careful. This was not your fault, Sibelian. Farak would have caused this suffering regardless of our actions.
I was unable to stop him. I have seen such slaughter before. It stays with you.
What happened here? What have you all done? I leave you alone for a moment and...
Wrathion, not now. Let everyone recover. Let us mourn those that died because of this monster. Come, my kin. We have a duty to report back to the Lifebinder. We must warn her that Farak has been unleashed upon the Dragon Isles.
So now, let's see about heading back up to the surface. Yep, just takes us right back.
Don't you two pin this on me. I wasn't even involved in that incident in the caldera.
Wrathion, we must tell the Aspects the news on behalf of our flight.
Farak has emerged from Zaralek in a blazing trail of destruction. What happened down there?
I am glad you are here. The winds guide you.
Greetings.
There is
All right,
honor
let's
in
deliver our
service.
report.
The situation is dire, Queen Alexstrasza.
We pursued Farak to a great cauldron below, a font of elemental fire.
He consumed the energies within and emerged, wreathed in Shadowflame.
Shadowflame. We cannot risk losing you to its corruption. The other flights will hunt Farak and work to stop the sundered flame. You cannot return to Zaralek.
Respectfully, Lifebinder, it was Deathwing who fell to that corruption. I believe that we have the strength to resist what lies below.
All of you?
This is our battle to fight. The world must be shown that the Black Dragonflight can bear its responsibilities.
Very well. When you are ready, return to Zaralek. May the true spirit of the Earth Warder guide you.
It is good to see you.
That's all we can do for now. Sibelian, Wrathion, and I must plan our next steps as we prepare to return to Zaralek.
Aspects watch over you.
I have completed the set.
Many deals for a friend of the Grummels, like you.
I like it. Just may need to decide now, because it looks like we also got some of these. Ooh. Ooh, I like that. Either Dark Earthglaive or Black Earthglaive. I was thinking, let me find a black-looking Warglaive to match it, but... There are some of these other ones from the Twin Blades of the Deceiver and the Aldraki War Blades, but I like that. There we go. Those match. And boy, do they look nice.
Farewell, friend of the Grummles.
May have to check if there's an enchantment that can go well on these, but I do like the appearance of this set here. Weapons included. I think it looks great. Alright.
These are trying times.
I understand Alexstrasza's concerns. Shadowflame is a vile force that poses an indescribable threat to anyone who comes close to it, as we have personally witnessed. Unfortunately, Aberrus may contain even... Aberrus may contain even more threats. We need to continue to push forward. Before I left Zerlek Cavern, I made contact with soldiers stationed by Neltharion at the Obsidian Rest. Luckily for us, they remain loyal to the Black Dragonflight. Let us meet there.
Be careful. Come, everyone. There is no time to waste.
Hey, Caligos.
Easy, civilian. You may heal quickly, but the injury you sustained was rather significant.
I will be fine.
Would you mind opening a portal?
Magic. I cannot promise the accuracy of this teleportation spell, as teleporting to underground locations can be challenging. Good luck, champion.
Thanks, Caligos.
That was too close, friend.
Thanks,
I couldn't
Caligos.
live with myself if anything happened to you because of a bad teleportation spell.
I mean, I have wings. I could have glided to
That being
safety.
said, I don't think we need to mention this to Alexstrasza, right?
No, don't worry. I won't rat you out.
The kid welcomes you! Keep your nose clean! Let your nose guide you!
Okay. Ooh. Huh.
Oh! Didn't see you there, buddy.
Honored to meet you.
Here
Good
we go.
health to you.
Indestructible, you say? Well, I lose my set bonus, unfortunately. But, then again, I am supposed to get a new set in the new raid anyway, so...
I have many wares. May your feet find good trails.
I actually went the wrong direction. But then again, I did want to go ahead and get those turned in, so... We'll check out the Suffusion camp later. Let's go ahead and keep going here.
I am glad you are here.
So, have you found out why Aberrus is so important?
Aspects watch over you. We must rise above our own conflict.
Here we go again in a very unusual environment, but I have a strong feeling that everything will change once we uncover the secrets of Neltharion's legacy. What about Sibelian? You mean our heir apparent? His wounds seem to heal very quickly. I wouldn't be surprised if he was back to full strength already. Sadly, he is still convinced that the leadership of the Black Dragonflight is his right. He is the very personification of the old days, a remnant of the past, if you will. And that is why I cannot let him have it. We need to step away from the old ways. I must take the flight forward. Tell me about Aberrus. A mysterious and foreboding place hidden away from the rest of the world, and for good reason. The very walls of the laboratory seem to whisper with the echoes of dark magic and forbidden knowledge. It is a place of both danger and fascination, one we must explore if we hope to confront our father's legacy head on.
Never let your guard down.
Come now. Speak.
How is your wound? It's fine. It takes a lot more to take me down, but I worry what Farok's transgression might mean for all of us. Many stronger than him have succumbed and lost their way due to Shadowflame.
I will claim my rightful place.
The winds guide
Glad you were able to join us.
Be careful.
It's a miracle this outpost survived so long after Neltharion's disappearance. For weeks now, local scouts have reported increased Jaredin activity in the area. They are amassing an army, and they are also becoming increasingly aggressive in their efforts to expand their territory. We must take every possible precaution and try to understand our enemy's motivations. Gather information and resources at the Obsidian Rest.
Before we enter this conflict, we must gather any information and resources available to us.
There is a Flight Master up here. Let's go ahead and get that unlocked. Skies above the battlefield. Ruins are a death trap. Anyone who comes too close risks being blasted out of the air by the Jaredin ballista or elemental magic. Until the aerial blockade is breached, our options are very limited.
The Black Dragonflight asked us to help with retrieving some artifacts. Get your gear on and scale that cliff.
You're in luck. I recently came into possession of many incendiary devices. I'll send them along.
Our elder was taken from us by the dragons long ago. Imprisoned in Aberrus, they await. But the Jaredin have not forgotten, and we will soon breach that prison and free them.
What did you find, champion? It is good to see you. The winds guide you.
Let's discuss what you've learned.
We must rise above our own conflict.
Our situation is worse than we thought. Their dominance of the air keeps us at a disadvantage. They plan on freeing their powerful elder from Aberrus. Allowing them to accomplish this could result in us permanently forfeiting control of this area. Seek out Field Commander Ignax in the battlefield ruins and see what can be done to turn the tide of this battle. We'll join you shortly.
Be careful.
Take these bombs to the field commander. I am certain he will know what to do with them.
We're counting on you, friend.
Have I ever let you down, Rathian?
Put your weapons down!
This one's friendly.
It is good to see an ally out here in the field. We could use one right now. Make no mistake, the Jaredin are experienced dragon killers, but right now their ruthless tactics are overshadowed by the devastating power of their battlefield ballista, capable of taking out any threat from a long distance. I have lost many good soldiers to these potent weapons. It is essential that we destroy the ballista if we hope to level the playing field and take to the skies. It is possible that we may even be able to gain the upper hand in this war. The Fire Callers are a formidable force. Their powerful lethal magic allows them to vaporize anything that comes near them. Their strategic positioning on high ledges makes them difficult to reach, but we cannot allow them to continue causing destruction among our forces. The fate of our forces depends on your success. Good luck. We need intel, and we need it now. Somewhere within one of the Jaredin's encampments you will find their field general. He is a seasoned and formidable opponent, responsible for many attacks on our forces. According to our field agents, he may possess crucial military orders, outlining their next defense and the locations of their new supply lines. It's imperative that we obtain these orders. We cannot allow the Jaredin to gain the upper hand.
Glory to the Black Dragonflight.
I still have not gotten my new mount, that one there. And I'm wondering, at what point in this story do I actually get it? Well, maybe we'll find out later when we return. Stay tuned.